Hello you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha and I am the Gem Priestess. I am an energy healer who is here to help relieve yourself of any pain, any physical pain that is going on inside of your body. When we have physical pain in our body, usually it goes all the way back to a trapped emotion from any point in our life, childhood, teenagehood, just maybe something 3 weeks ago, whatever it may be. We do tend, as humans, to trap emotions in our body, and those emotions can wreak havoc a little bit. So I am here to help you figure out what those emotions are, how they got there, when and why they got there, and help you to work through those emotions so that those emotions can be on their merry way and you can get back to feeling, your ultimate greatness. So if you are interested in that, have any questions, anything like that, down in the description box will be a link to my website. You guys can click that, check that out, and read about my energy healing services, how it's worked for other clients of mine, how I got into this specific kind of energy healing, because this is a very different kind of energy healing than a lot of people would think of. So all of those questions can be answered over there. But for today's video, I definitely wanted to talk about something that, is very big in my energy healing services, in a lot of other people's energy healing services, and even something that, should just be done as a spiritual practice in your day-to-day life. And that is going to be journaling. This is my specific journal right now. And journaling is very important for a lot of reasons to do in, like I said, your daily life, during, after, before an energy healing service. So we are definitely going to talk all about journaling today. And, I, obviously have seen a lot of other people journaling, have talked to a lot of other people, and, even specifically the way that I journal is, very different than what I've seen from a lot of other people. So I'd love to be able to share that with you guys. And, if you connect with that kind of journaling, see how that, works for you, and really see if that helps you to, work through some things and really get you, things figured out inside of you and get you feeling better again. Okay, so journaling, what is it? Why do we do it? What is going on? So journaling, you always get yourself, a little journal, a little notebook, even, and some of my little book cubby back here, some of those are old journals and notebooks of mine that I've just kind of filled out over the years. And it can be used for a lot of different reasons, a lot of different ways. People will use dream journals. They will use, I've had a journal where I just write about like other spiritual things that I've found about myself, my astrology and what does that mean, crystals, candles, all of that stuff. I've done that. I've done, just the regular journaling, kind of like diary, but not as like, when you're a kid, or even on TV where they're like, oh, dear diary, blah, 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 whatever. Usually it'll just be like, oh, okay, like, how am I feeling today? I had, or, this really happened to me today. I didn't like that. Why didn't I like that? Very much for me now, I've come across, a lot of people who do journal and who have, we've talked how, our different journaling styles, and mine, I feel like, is not one that is very, well known, or that a lot of people even practice. So usually when I journal, I do kind of in a question answer form. For any of you who are asking, I am a Virgo sun, so if that is making a lot of sense to you, that's kind of where that comes from. So I will, write out a question like, oh, why do I feel like I can't have, whatever, this pair of shoes that I want? I'll write it and I'll like highlight it, or I'll write it in a different color pen just so that it's different. And then just with my regular black pen, I'll go in and I write like, oh, well, I feel like I can't have this pair of shoes because I'm not deserving of it. Well, why am I not deserving of it? And then, I just kind of go and, just kind of ramble on and on and on, or not ramble, but just kind of, write out until I kind of get to an answer. And I'm like, oh, well, I feel like I can't have that because I feel like I as a person don't align with someone who would have shoes like that, or, whatever it may be. And so really with that, well, and then I can go from there. Okay, well, what do I think, because it's all personal. Everyone feels, very differently. Well, what do I think a person who has that kind of thing, what are they like and what am I like, and what do I feel like I need to change, and why is that ridiculous, or just whatever that thought process is that helps me to break down, like, oh no, like, and then at the end be like, oh no, like, I can have those shoes, I'm deserving of those shoes, whatever it may be, or whatever it is I am talking about at the time, or whatever. So I'll do that. I'll do a very, like, self-discovery, like, okay, who am I? And, just kind of write out everything that I am and that I like. I, even factually, like, I am a Virgo sun, Scorpio moon, Pisces rising. I am 24 years old. I am this, and this. I like this, and this, whatever. And it really helps you with, self-discovery, and really helping you to, come to terms with what you think about, yourself and the world and the things that you have, and the things you don't have, and the things that you want, and, just kind of all of that stuff. So journaling is definitely very important to add into, your spiritual routine, your daily routine. I'll even say I'm definitely not the best at journaling every day, even though I know that I should. And a lot of times that is based on a lot of different things. But definitely, sitting down and journaling is something that is going to be really important and really great for helping you to just kind of figure things out along the way. So how does journaling go hand in hand with, like, energy healings? So, especially for me in my energy healing sessions, what happens is, we will talk, we will figure out, okay, what kind of pain is going on. I'll kind of, do my spiritual thing and really help you to kind of figure out, like, okay, well, how did this happen? What kind of was I feeling when, things started, however that whole situation will, work. It's kind of hard to explain because it is very, spiritual, intuition, guided, that kind of stuff. So it is hard to really, explain if you, maybe aren't too well versed in something like that. But very much I help you to figure out, okay, well, my, hip has been hurting ever since I was a kid, and, maybe at home things were feeling very unstable, and so now as an adult, my hip hurts because I don't feel stable, or like my knees or my ankles or, whatever, something like that, and the legs, because legs work with your root chakra, stability, all of that stuff. And again, I will explain it all to you, and then I'll help you to work through it. And then even, after we hop off of our call, I will send you over some journaling prompts and, some things to journal on and to look into, and, to really help you discover, okay, well, what really specifically started that? What am I afraid of? What kind of instability am I afraid of now in my, adult day-to-day life that, I feel like I have to hold on to this pain in, my hip or whatever it may be. There are various different things that are going on in different parts of our body. And so, I will help you to work through that. And so that is where, energy healing and journaling really do come hand in hand, because again, it's very much like, okay, I'll give you these things in questions just because that's how I journal. You obviously don't have to journal like that. If you are very much a free-form journalist and you can just go for it and just blah, 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 and say what you need to say, that works for a lot of people. Like I said, as a Virgo, that does not work for me. But no one way is right or wrong. Everyone does it. Again, everything is super personal, and, it works different from person to person. So, that's very much how journaling and energy healing really do come together and really do help you to, figure things out, figure out what's going on inside of you and how you kind of want to step forward and, all of that good stuff. But, that is definitely my, little intro into, journaling and how I journal and how it really works with my energy healing sessions, and, how ultimately it ends up coming back into helping you. So, definitely in the comments, let me know, do you guys journal? What do you guys do in your spiritual, routines? And definitely let me know if you guys want to see what my spiritual routine looks like. I can definitely post a video of that on here. I love being able to share that kind of stuff with you guys and really seeing, even what other people do in their spiritual routines that, could maybe be a little different than mine, that can add to mine, and really, just kind of all of that stuff. So, but that is, definitely it for, just kind of like my little bit into journaling for, today. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I enjoyed hanging out with you, and I cannot wait until I see you guys next time. Bye-bye.